Just as Amanda drops.
Oh, okay.
Just as Amanda drops.
Oh, no,
Oh,
wait,
that's
you are.
Just as Amanda drops.
Okay.
What
Amanda,
just happened?
you are. Okay. Oh, no, wait, you are.
I'm gonna put my phone in airplane mode because apparently anytime I get a message, my phone cuts out. Apparently anytime I get a message, phone in airplane mode.
Oh, that was some crazy audio.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, no, that made my brain hurt.
Is it over? Did it stop?
Yeah, no, that made my brain hurt.
Hi. Oh.
What the heck?
It's not me this time.
Are we playing in a haunted channel? Is this the deal?
Haunted house, haunted channel. It's aesthetic.
It's not me this
Are we playing in a haunted channel? Is this the deal?
Aesthetic. Haunted house, haunted channel. Aesthetic.
Oh boy. Let me know when that's fixed if I can.
I'm afraid to talk. I'm afraid to
Sounds
talk.
better now.
Oh, somebody's got afraid to talk.
Sounds better now.
Oh,
No.
somebody's got afraid to
Sounds
talk.
better now.
Oh, somebody's got afraid. Test, test. No echo? Cool. That means everything's going to go great.
Just get all these out of the way right away, you know?
That means everything's going to go great. Oh, there it is. Anything else open there? Something's echoing.
Well, I've got my mic open.
Yeah. Something's echoing. Also lagging
I've
like
got my
crazy.
mic open.
Something's echoing. Also
Can
lagging.
you guys hear me?
I can, yeah.
Something's echoing.
Can I help the echo at all?
I can, yeah.
Help the echo at all?
I can.
Help the echo at all?
So is it picking up my own speaker? Maybe mine? So is it picking up maybe mine? So is it picking up
Maybe mine? Maybe mine? No, I just want to throw my voice into his feedback.
Jerk.
If we do this right, Mike's got to listen to our voices for who knows how long. If we do this right, Mike's got to listen to our voices for who knows how long.
Nice.
Oh God, no.
God. Jesus.
All Cliff, all night.
Oh, one more check. I think I found it. We want Jinx again?
Like, this is your
They'd like us to
conscience
talk.
speaking.
We're trying to break it now.
But we're trying to break it.
Yes, we're trying to break it. So you need to get on there and say something.
I need to get on here and talk about how this feedback loop is making me kind of want to start crying in front of everybody. That's great.
I can sing you a song.
I broke it.
Got a great
Found it.
voice, and by great I mean absolutely terrible.
Well, I mean, it'll at least be a distraction.
Okay, there is an echo, but I think that's just a regular echo with you guys. Okay. So I found it. So it's all my fault. I'll take it. I'll wear that one. Yeah. It was,
Or it's
The loop has been banned.
I was fully prepared to blame you anyway.
I was fully expecting you to blame me anyway. So, Kiss, and there goes my video. So, yeah. So we're doing well.
It's not one thing.
Batting 1,000 right now. This is great. This is great. Hi, everybody.
Right. We're a 6:30 start, right, guys?
I mean,
yeah.
Is there a reason this is supposed to be better than Zoom?
the recording capacity, I believe.
It's free.
Yeah.
Plus, I think you need a membership with Zoom, otherwise your call cuts out at like 45 minutes. Or like the professional level or whatever it is.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Lame.
Also, we have a voice from beyond, which is creepy all on its own. It's amazing.
No, that's fine. I'm okay with voice from beyond. It's the lag and the repeats.
Truth. All right. Well, for those of you who managed to stick around.
Just yep.
Jeff, sorry, go ahead. Nope.
You said to go ahead to say whatever you're saying, Cliff. Okay. He says never mind.
There. I'm just looking at my one thing here. There. So, welcome, I guess, to what looks like a running start when we hit the ground and fall flat on our faces in some ways. Brand new stream, brand new game. Same pack of crazy people. I don't know. We are hoping, I am hoping, and I've dragged these 4 individuals, 5, if you count our tech fellow. I'll talk to him about him in a minute. I'm dragging these 4 individuals along on my merry little adventure because somebody just thought that I should continue to tell my story. So, here we are. I would like to introduce them first because without these 4 people, this whole thing wouldn't be happening. So, what I'm looking at, look at the stream. So we'll start at the top left and work our way down. So let's start with Cliff.
Hi, I'm Cliff. There, I'm introduced.
Succinct.
Nice. Nikki.
Hello, my name is Nikki. I will be playing Durthal, the dwarf fighter. Obviously.
Durthal.
Weirdly, not a lot of elves have a serious beard like this. Sorry, what was that?
There was a name
You
change.
dead named your stove.
And I'm excited to play a dwarf again. I never get to play fighters, or at least it feels like I never get to play fighters, so back in my element.
Promise to keep you alive as long as the ratings
I appreciate
are
that.
there. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm going to be playing Wren, the Aasimar Ranger. Yeah, has some guilt issues and such to deal with. That'll be fun.
And Crystal.
Well, I'm Crystal, and I'll be playing Farryn, your elf. I have to remember what the heck I am. What am I? Who am I? Where am I? A rogue. I'm a rogue. And I can't remember that I'm a rogue. So I'm starting out great.
Rogue with amnesia.
Relatively minor inconvenience compared to what we've just went through. So, I mean, you can only go up from here, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, but I can't blame a computer for when my brain just glitches, so that's
well, considering I had like 5 different Twitch windows open or whatever, and it was causing this amazing loop.
Oh. Wow.
And what we have as well, we have a tech person. You can't see them. They're behind the curtain. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. His name is Don. But what I want to do is I want to acknowledge his efforts. This wouldn't be possible without him as well. And I want to do a shout out to Damn Good Games, which is his identity on the interwebs, as it were. They have their own stream that spotlights indie RPGs. You can find them on Twitch at Damn Good Games or on Twitter at GamesDam. They also have a 5e D&D West Marches campaign that has recently started and is open to their Patreon members. So good luck with that. Now, in terms of this little game, it is set in the world of Greyhawk. It is set in a world not unlike the Forgotten Realms. It's old school. So if you have any Google foo, you can look up Greyhawk and follow along to where things are. I don't have a world map in front of us, but I could probably put that up for next time. And in terms of the situation at hand, I'm just going to reread the old thing. For those who have delved into our tale in the past, we allowed the previous story on Cliff, help me out. Vancouver by Night. To fade from focus, turning our viewpoint anew onto a different place, where the wheels of fate turn different lives in different directions. Our watchful eyes turn to 4 persons, different in scope and purpose, but whose threads have become inexplicably entwined. Let me set the stage, as these stories often begin, in a tavern. A dwarf warrior, one Daemur Stronginthearm by name, a charming young bon vivant of solid stature, new to town, seemingly from a fair distance away, looking to make a name for himself in a new place, asking for challenges and might find some glory to add his name to. We watched as Daemur sat and bought drinks for a sailor, bribing the old salt with booze to loosen his tongue to learn more about an alleged haunted house nearby. Meanwhile, doing a relatively poor job of eavesdropping nearby, stood an unlikely pair. Wow, that was my editing again. A scarred Aasimar Ranger named Wren and a Warforged Paladin named Slate, both of whom share an unfortunate history of the accidental release of a powerful evil that they now hunt in order to reinter or destroy completely. Any rumor of the restless dead might be a clue that leads them closer to their goal, and so they listen intently as the crusty sailor spins his tale of eerie shrieks, moans, and apparitions from the house. And the last member of our coterie, sitting quietly nearby and taking it all in, an elf rogue named Farryn, tasked by the Rangers Enclave and the Elves of the Dreadwood to provide an independent observation of the strange happenings in this town of Saltmarsh, where we lay our scene. Having acquired some increasingly dubious stories from this old salt named Hans, the drunken sailor, our ragtag band of misfits was approached by another local named Ned, who offered to accompany them on a treasure-finding expedition, splitting the proceeds equitably, of course. Our heroes trudged to the edge of town, up a winding path to the home of an alchemist, a long-abandoned house whose former occupant had not been seen in literally decades, but from which strange noises had emanated for long enough that the locals have given the place a wide berth. Entering the home with bravado, Daemur mightily kicked the decrepit door and slightly rotting off its hinges, and the troop proceeded into a dusty, dirt-laden, and dilapidated foyer. Lots of deeds. Keen eyes and skills at tracking noticed boot trails on the floor, leading in different directions, one to another room, and a trapdoor in the floor, where a spectral voice warned them away and warned them of their impending doom. Undaunted, the trapdoor was open to reveal a lit chamber in the basement, containing beds, living arrangements, and the remains of a meal still on the table, but no one to be seen. Climbing down before the party were then separated from Ned, the trapdoor banging shut above them. A quick search of the room revealed some doors, one of which barred from this side. Our heroes, shirking not in the face of potential adversity, proceeded through, encountered piles of bones that animated, crawled to life, and attacked them. A pitched battle ensued where the group proved their mettle in defeating these long-dead adversaries, and Ned rushed in to prevent a sneak attack from a hidden human assailant. The battle ended at an adjoining door leading to another chamber where it seemed the former alchemist occupant of the house was experimenting with the transformative properties of gold. This left our heroes with more books, some odd gold trinkets, and a living prisoner to hopefully reveal the reason why the basement of the decrepit house owned by the newly dead, again, alchemist was being used as some sort of flophouse. And that is actually where we left off. Access to our map. Perfect. And we can now see everyone, and everyone has access to their tokens. What do you all want to do? You have your attacker trussed up in the corner, Ned staring on, the remains of a stew still on the pot on the stove.
Did we end up talking to the prisoner last time? I seem to recall he was like passed out. Did we wake him up?
You have not yet.
We didn't.
It was
I think we should do that.
Decided to.
I think somebody
to
should
wait.
slap this guy awake.
Oh.
Ren, it's all you.
Step up, you please, by all means.
Ren hauls off and
Cool.
right across the face.
Cool.
Just a good wake up slap.
Cool. Yeah, he. Sure. Who are you people?
Who are you? You're the one that attacked us. Why would you just like attack people you don't know, dude? It's rude.
You were trying to steal my stuff.
It's not your stuff.
Stuff. I don't see any stuff here. But that's worth stealing.
All the boxes have been rooted through.
We look like box rooters to you? We're here to kill skeletons and attack ghosts, okay? My name isn't Zelda. My name isn't Link. I'm not a chocobo. I'm not into that. I'm not into the crate smashing stuff. I am here to kill some skeletons. We have done so. Were they your friends? Is that why you're mad at us? Like, no shade if they are your friends. Sorry about that, I guess, but it's just kind of weird.
Also, you're the one living in a secret basement under a haunted house, hanging out with some skeletons. So really, even if we were here to rob you, you're still the weirdo.
Well,
again, no judgments. Just, it's a little.
And yes, we may have taken some things out of the various boxes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what was in the room past the skeletons?
Was that the workshop?
Yeah.
I don't know where my map went. Say I draw on the map.
Character, Nikki, it was the stuff with all the gold. The many gold things.
Yeah.
Right.
But we totally didn't go in there. Wink, wink.
Definitely not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope.
Nothing.
No, pal. I don't.
Are
think
those your skeletons?
No, they were there when we got here. I mean, I got here.
When we got here? Who's we?
No. Well,
Nah.
clearly there's more than one bed. So
Hmm?
I and my friends, we just we stay here because it's cheaper than buying a place in town.
Mm-hmm.
So you're squatters living with skeletons.
Well, I mean, the door was
Yeah.
barred.
Did you raise the skeletons, Sylvie?
No.
Were you the one
Door
who
was
raised the
barred.
skeletons?
We didn't. We saw them and we're like, nah, none of that. We shut the door. We barred it.
You're saying the skeletons have never once tried to attack you.
Not once we barred the door.
I'm not really buying that you could totally fend them off enough to get the door barred.
Well, the door was barred, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. You look kind of useless to me.
Wow, hurtful.
The truth hurts, pal. Look, you said there's more than one bed. You said you're here with friends. Where are they? We haven't seen anybody but
Yeah,
you.
dinner's getting cold.
Well, yeah, exactly. Now I'm gonna end up like burning. You want to stir that? It's gonna burn. If you could give it a little twist in the.
Right, I'll
Maybe
stir
add
it,
that
but only
stack of
because
carrots
it
into
smells really good. And Daemar's gonna go over and give a little stir.
Gonna throw those carrots in while you're over there.
Do I look like your mother? Maybe I do, actually. I don't know.
Don't see it.
I'll stir it. I'm not gonna cut the carrots, man. Come on.
Fine.
Maybe your friend should probably come out here and do it. Where's he at?
Well, they're working, and then they come back, and then we all bunk down. It was my turn today to do the stew, the dinner stew.
And how many of these friends are you living with exactly?
9.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do an insight check on that one, I think.
Roll me insight.
It's a 14.
Seems to be. I mean, That's one of the less shifty answers he's given you. How's that? And there are 10 beds in the room.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe some of them are bunking up. I don't know.
That is also a legitimate.
Okay. So you say they're off for
What
work.
kind of job
Where do they
do
work?
do?
I missed that. Sorry.
What kind of job are they out doing?
The ship storage stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna do another insight check on that
Good
one. Oh,
shipping.
that's better. 21.
Yeah, no, he's noticeably not comfortable.
Something about stirring the pot is really bringing out the
You're stirring
the
pot
mother in Durthal, you know, that like older sister, like, I know you're lying, man. Just like, why are you even trying right now? I'm onto you.
Don't make me come over there with my chocolate.
Wooden spatula. That's how they get you.
They're shipping, working on the docks.
Working the docks, eh? I see how it is.
Sure.
Everybody give me a perception.
Wren glances back at Slate.
I don't know, something about perception.
Perception check, everybody.
Everybody. Perception check.
Everybody.
Gonna roll some actual dice because my computer is frozen. Huzzah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to activate the roll function. In the
Click on.
beyond.
Are you on D&D Beyond?
Yes, yes.
You just gotta click on the number next to perception, like the plus whatever it is,
Oh.
and it'll roll it automatically for you.
Would you look at that?
That's an 8. I got a fat 8.
17.
Nice.
12.
I'm still rolling in slow motion.
Ah, yes.
Slowly but surely.
Also an 8.
Nice.
Oh.
It's the fact that his eyes are darting around all over the place that almost all of you, except Farryn, miss that his eyes are darting in one direction a bit more than the rest. And it's sort of a off into the, basically on the same wall where all the beds are, into that corner, the far corner of the room.
Crafty.
All the way down here somewhere.
But I don't see this with my 8.
No.
I'm just gonna
You're
continue
just
to.
like his eyes are.
stew.
You know, there's something shifty about this guy because his eyes are going all over the place, but you're not picking up any one particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Farryn notices.
Farryn notices though.
What happens if Farryn starts heading towards said corner?
He fails his deception check is what happens. It starts becoming more noticeable. So Slate, then, with your 12, you start noticing that the closer Farryn moves to that back corner, the more his eyes sort of looking around, not trying to look at anybody in particular, except Farryn. His eyes are moving around, trying to be inconspicuous, failing terribly at it.
Cool.
And
So
once
what?
you get to that corner, Farryn, give me a perception check.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. 14.
Actually, what is your passive perception? You might just notice this.
What do you mean without the plus?
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, it gives you an your passive perception is 15.
On the the left
the
side,
left
there's like
side,
your
just
name,
under here,
and then underneath that will be your saving throws, and underneath that should have your passive perception, passive wisdom, passive perception, and passive intelligence.
Right.
Basically, this is a sort of a mechanic that the game came up with. Is basically
I found it. You guys just
pick it up and notice it.
Yes. Well, it's my passive is 15, so I noticed it better than I rolled.
So you're kind of trying to pay attention to not tripping over the corner of the last bed when you're walking backwards, sort of thing, where you're trying to keep your eyes on this guy. And that one. You notice the stonework in the wall is not it's not like a solid wall of stone. There's little sort of carved out crack that
kind of like that sort of edge that you can see when it's like it's supposed to be all one piece, but there's like bits missing from the
something
mortar
that
and
could
stuff.
Theoretically be a door.
There seems to be a door back here.
Wren glances down at the guy and back at Slate, and she's just like, maybe you need to hit him again and see if he starts being a little more truthful with us about where his friends are.
I'm going to walk over towards the guy and allow my axe to thunk into one of the bed ends and just look at him and say, "You're lying a lot. If there are 9 others, we can get the truth from one of the others. I could just split your head open."
Roll me intimidation check. Use your strength bonus.
I can do that. Oh, all of a 10.
Even with your strength bonus? Instead of the
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You don't. I told you they're up in shipping stuff.
And that's their stew, correct? So they will be coming back, and then we can ask them questions. We don't need you.
I don't think we need the stew either. And Dirthal's gonna carry the big pot over and just kind of like stand very close to this guy with this boiling hot stew and be like, if we don't need you or the stew, I can just go ahead and drop this right on top of you. You can try and catch it if you like. I'm sure it's not that hot. But if you maybe tell us when your friends are coming back and what they're actually fucking doing, maybe I won't have to do that. Maybe we can just sit down and enjoy this stew like rational people. How about that, friend?
Give me an intimidation check.
That's a 6. Dirthal's not used to this intimidation stuff. The only people he tries to intimidate are his older sisters, and they do not believe him at all. So
did you put the carrots in it at least?
No. I don't like carrots in my stew. Cooked carrots have gross.
What carrots are all
consistency.
Carrots and rutabagas in stew. All that. What is even wrong with you? Why would you not put carrots in a stew?
Okay, I don't like this guy, Slate. It's all up to you, man. I'm fine. I'll go put the carrots in. God, Daemur's gonna go back and put the carrots in and stir the stew some more. Jesus.
All right, so we covered that my friends are in town and they're working on ships, doing dock work, and I can go because you don't need me,
No.
and you
No,
guys aren't
you
going to.
Oh no, no,
No.
you're gonna stay here and tell me what else needs to go in the stew, pal. And once your friends get back, maybe then we'll let you go.
The turnips.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Turnips, parsnips, and Farryn's gonna start walking back towards the middle of where you guys have got this weasel tied up, and pull out one of her throwing knives and just start flipping it casually while walking towards them. Like, turnips and parsnips are fine, but we could put your head in there too.
Give me an intimidation check.
1 minute.
That does sound delicious.
Right though?
No, I think you're thinking head cheese.
17.
Jesus. Okay. He doesn't know what to make of you because you started noticing as you walked away from that corner,
Mm-hmm.
the look on his face actually looked a little bit, just a little relief. And it's almost like you picked up on that and you're like, no, I can't have that. So you started playing with your dagger and you're like twirling it between your fingers. And my camera is just dying on me again. This is always going to be a thing, I think.
Your hand is very clear, but your face
I
is
know.
not.
Apparently I have to lean in just enough to catch it. There it is. And he immediately starts, he gets the wide-eyed thing again. He's like, all right, well, no, this is not okay. What? Okay, what do you want?
We want answers, and we want them now, and we don't want all this little whatever this stuff that you've been saying to us up to this point, because it's pretty clear that you're
shipping.
just
we
full
do,
of horse droppings.
We do
So-
shipping. That's not. I'm not lying.
Shipping what?
To whom and how legally?
Textiles and spices and anything else we find.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll an investigation check to see if I can find anything that would corroborate this story, but I rolled a 7, so nope.
Daemur's like, I need something
I
to
see
hit.
All right, listen, my guy. What's your name, by the way? Sorry. If you said it, I wasn't listening. So, what's your name, friend?
Bryn.
Rin.
Bryn.
Rin.
Bryn
Okay,
with a B.
Bryn?
Well, tell me this. No, you said that you guys are here because it's cheaper than living in town, which is completely fair. I 100% agree with you. Like, squatters' rights are real rights. But why here? Why in a haunted house full of skeletons in a room?
Nobody likes
Why
it, and we
here?
didn't know the
Why
skeletons were
not
here.
even just in this house, but why in the basement of this house? There's a hole upstairs. Why aren't you up there?
Have you seen
Why
upstairs?
are you down here?
The shithole.
I'm sorry, there's
Floorboards are
literal
all
skeletons in a room.
Well, once we found them, we locked them into the room, and then it was fine. We just know not to go over there. You said there's a room behind there?
So you can set up a whole camp down here, but you can't clean upstairs?
There's rotten
Is this just how
floorboards.
humans
How
are?
disheveled is
I
the
haven't been out of the
upstairs?
cave for
You
very
can
long, so like,
shit
this
while
is
your
really
bed's
weird.
dead.
Don't get it.
So, storytellers, you said that this guy Bryn seemed to be relieved upon seeing me walk away from the stone door.
Correct.
Okay. Well, while everybody's kind of trying to get him to say anything worthwhile, oh, he seemed to not like me walking towards this door. So I'm gonna go back here. If anybody wants to join me, and see what's up.
Then definitely
There's
follows.
nothing. I mean, it's a pretty dark corner. You want to be careful over there.
Careful,
Okay, I have
huh?
dark vision. Don't worry.
Careful, huh?
Plus, I was just eating carrots. Carrots are good for your eyes.
They are, and tasty.
That's why I put them in stew. Look, we're just
Slate is going to grab. Slate is going to grab the guy by the back of the collar and say, "Let's go see what's in this corner," and drag him towards that corner.
Cool beans.
Okay. I would also at this point like to use my stone cunning.
Huh?
I don't know if that's really a. Sorry.
Yeah. Give me a perception check with advantage.
All right.
You have familiar roots that have lived underground and know how to hew stone.
That's going to be a 19. Sorry, a 22.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah. No. There's a very obvious door to you right there. You're like, wow. They couldn't even have filled it in with a plaster. It's kind of almost, in your opinion, almost sloppy. Just how badly they disguised this. You're like, this is obviously
either whoever made this was real drunk or real bad at their jobs, or both.
What I mean,
is there like a capped accessible button I can press to open it, or some sort of like push pull note on the door? Can I kick it?
With a 22?
There's
a loose stone that's about half a foot lower than a regular doorknob, but it's a very obvious loose stone, and it slides in very easily, or it looks like it would.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Cool. Everyone, the fighter just went ahead and opened the door without doing any. No, I'm kidding. The stone slides in, and the entire door is on. You hear almost like a mechanism, and the whole door slides to the right and open. And I need to fix the map accordingly.
Do I see anything immediately inside this door?
Well, feel free to move your character. Wait, wrong thing. Object tokens. Everybody move over.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Right. Before I go in, I'm going to take my warhammer out and just like have it ready.
All right, get this guy over there too. Boop. All right, and you see a dark cavern. Oh wait, that's not supposed to be. That's not quite dark. Yeah.
Why can I not move? Oh, there we go. Aha!
We're not seeing.
Okay, before we go down these dank stairs, I have a feeling that we should deal with the captive up there first. I don't know if you guys want to like hog time to one of the beds or bring him down with us, but I don't trust him up there alone with a door between us.
He's firmly tied already.
Let's put him in the skeleton room. Shut the door.
Could do
sure
that. Totally. Well, I mean, we took care of them, so
yeah.
It'll be
we
fine.
We can borrow it from our side.
They won't
so...
reanimate, right?
Probably.
I don't know. The important thing is that we can bar the door on our side, so you can just live in there for a little while.
Well, Slate, what do you feel like doing with them?
You're captive.
Slate just keeps dragging him along.
Okay.
Or is that your new pet? Like,
He weighs nothing
And
to
actually,
you.
yeah, Slate will stop and look down at him and go, he's in my shield hand, so I guess he's my new shield.
Nice.
And then he'll look at the guy and say, be happy you're not in my axe hand.
Nice. All right. So the cavern itself, or the door opens into a cavernous, a cellar, almost cave section.
Does it feel quite large? Like, as a dwarf, I imagine that I can probably like determine how big an area is if it's like underground like this. Does it feel like it's like a really big area?
Just by the echo.
Give me
Echo.
a. What would I use for that? Give me a nature check.
That's a 12.
Cavernous. It's not going to be like a massive cave system or anything, but you're thinking, you're close to a cliff face. It's not going to be huge. Just to think of the fact that it would collapse under the, weight of the cliff face itself. But he's with you, and you're going in. Can I get a marching order for everyone?
I'll be going first.
Slate, you're following in?
Wren will be right behind Slate.
Yep. Kind of beside.
All right. Let's move the torch around a little. And as you round
Where's
the corner,
Ned in all this?
right behind you. You guys
Don't really trust that guy.
You guys go right ahead. I'm right here. Hey, I saved
Wait,
you
you
guys
just, like-
from that shifty weirdo.
yeah.
I'm here to get gold, remember?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's holding out. We should shake him down.
Literally. Like, take him.
I think Slate's already doing it. I'm just imagining him being like thumping along down the stairs, like.
It's a toddler drinking a stuffed animal.
Slate feels no great need to be gentle.
So, as you come around the
Got a
corner,
priority to right.
to the right and left, there's a sort of a branching of the caves. If you go right, it looks like the cave walls are a lot more wet and glistening than the right. But other than that,
Seaside.
it's most of the cavern and the walls it feels natural, but it's sort of like it's natural with a little bit of carving out just to make things a bit wider here, or like the stairs leading down. But it's definitely quite a bit more wet.
And these
Wren's trying to keep an eye on the walls and check for any other secret doors She doesn't want people to be able to come behind
That's
them.
fair. Give
all
me a
sneaky like.
perception check. Actually, no, that would be. Give me investigation. You're actively searching.
That works better for me. So. I don't know how active. It's more like just passing her hand along the wall as she goes, feeling for anything weird. 12.
So far, nothing. But the walls themselves, you get a better sense of it's been sort of a little bit chiseled away just to sort of even out the walls, so that they're not quite so jagged in certain areas. But it seems to be following a natural path.
This green stuff on the walls here.
Yeah, that's all over the walls.
Fine.
Is this like plant matter, or is this like lime jello seeping from pores of rocks? Either way, I would like to lick it, please.
No, don't lick the strange stuff.
No? Okay.
Well, I mean,
Daemur, no.
it
Thanks,
might
Farryn.
it might do strange things.
Oh.
We can't have you seeing weird stuff down here that
All right.
isn't already down here.
It's a fair point.
In order of everything, you're going to walk up to a wall and lick it.
I'm going to try to lick it, and then Farryn from the back is going to be like, "You're a fucking moron," and I'll be like, "Absolutely, you're right. I'm so sorry. I will not do that." I'll put the tongue back on my face. Daemur was lost without an older sister, so like he's very pleased that Farryn is here.
It's like the day when it's like 10 below zero and there's a metal pole and you're like, "Go ahead, I'm stuck on the pole."
Exactly like that scene from A Christmas Story. Yeah.
Double dog dare ya.
At which point then Farron's like, "What are you doing?" Like, nothing.
What do you do?
Nothing? Why? You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. No, I won't. All right. It's wet, and it's kind of not mossy looking, more almost like a residue or an oil. Looks like slick, and just sort of like
Kind of like algae?
Kind of like algae, only it's all the way up the wall.
And I wouldn't have seen anything like this back in the mine, right?
Give me a nature check.
Okay. Man, it's a 6. These dice do not like Daemur.
I mean,
I'm gonna
maybe
switch to real dice.
there was that one time that your brother like threw a bunch of oil against the wall, and that was kind of funny. But this isn't really like that.
Always a prankster.
You're for more inland, so maybe if the walls got wetter, because maybe it's a seawater thing.
Okay.
And so it leads you down this whole path of Wikipedia, jumping from one page to another, and eventually you're looking at the JFK murder for some reason. And you're like, "No, I got no idea." But did you know?
And you said the south wall was more wet than the other one?
In the right hand
The
direction,
southern wall, you said?
the walls look wet. Yeah. But then if you go left at that T junction where the torch is, the walls don't look as wet.
I don't see a T junction.
Like where the torch is, where I'm at with the goo.
Vision, night vision. You should have it.
I can't see Daemur from where I'm
Oh,
at.
yeah, you're going around the corner. I'll put you around by the torch. There we go. Boom.
Oh.
You guys all in there. So you can all see, mostly.
Sorta, kinda.
Wren's gonna go have a close-up look at the mysterious slime
Nature check.
and give that an investigation.
Nature check.
I can do that. In theory, I can do that. Very slowly.
Nope.
10. I can't do that. No one's nice like them today.
It's like, yeah, no, that's,
I mean, algae,
I did-
maybe?
I did it too just to see what would happen, and I got a 4, so I know
Nice.
nothing. I know nothing.
It's algae.
I grew up in the woods, and I know nothing.
Algae. Must be algae. Can't go
Right.
wrong with algae.
Except oily.
Does it seem
and
to just
nature
be on the
said.
walls, or is it like on the floor in front of us as well?
A little bit on the floor, a lot on the walls, some on the ceiling.
Hmm.
Almost kind of like somebody just kind of, hand just kind of just like smeared the wall.
Yes.
Does anybody have a torch?
So let's bring a torch up to the oily substance. Sounds great. Wren takes a few steps back.
It just seems weird that it's like only here, you know?
All right, where do you set fire to?
Off you go. Off you go. Wren takes a few steps back.
I don't necessarily
I
want to set
fully
anything
believe
on
in you.
fire. I just want to like put it close to the green stuff to see if anything happens. Does the green stuff like shrink away from the fire, for example?
No. It catches fire. And it sort of spreads, but it's not like this massive infernal or explosion of vapor, like as if it was an oil or like a gasoline. It just sort of burns almost like a carpet of flame, and it drips from the ceiling. I just like this mini, so I'm bringing them out. And it drips from the ceiling.
Hey, he's so cute.
Right? No.
Oh my god,
That's adorable.
I want 12 of them.
Well, he needs a hug. So
No.
before the fire
He
consumes
does.
him, you should totally run up and give him a hug.
No.
Does this drop down like behind Earthall or like atop of Earthall?
No. From where you are, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Can use real dice. Dun, 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 dun. Where's my dex? That's a 19.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, you kind of notice a big chunk of it, almost like it moves a little bit, and it sort of like drips down like this gigantic sort of bulb of goo, as it seems to be almost moving away from the spreading little fire bit, and it drops down.
Does the actual goo have these cute little eyes, or is this just
It is just I
for
just found
posterity?
it. I just found the cute little eye thing, and I'm like, yeah, I was gonna set a trend.
He's adorable. I want to name him Gumdrop and love him forever. But if it's just a real jelly, then I would like to smash it in the face, please.
I mean, it's just sort of a pile of blick. Doesn't actually have eyes.
Oh, okay. For now.
But when I
Gotta hit
place it
one.
on him,
Smack it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with my hammer anyway, just to be on the safe
Ooh.
side.
Cool. Maybe I rolled a hit.
Actions. Warhammer. Boom. Oh, dang it. I forgot I was supposed to be using real dice because I rolled a 10 to hit, so.
It hits. It's a stationary
alright.
glob of goo.
It's a pile
You
Good.
smack it with the warhammer,
Oh.
and splats all over the place.
And that's going to be 8 damage.
Oh yeah, you just splatter all over the place. Where it splats and it hits your boots, for example, and you notice. Do you ever wash your clothes with a really, with not diluted Javex? And it's just sort of like, you sort of don't notice it right away, but oh, hey, look, all the color's gone out of that spot where I spilled the Javex. Well, that's sort of what's happening to your boots.
These were gift. Man, fine. It's fine. Just buy new boots. Dang it. I think Daemur is going to be real careful about where he treads as he continues down this hallway.
That one's burned away.
This next pile of goo on the wall, I would like to poke it with my hammer as I go by. Just like something alive in there.
And you kind of jab it. It's less a pile of goo as it is sort of a collection of sediment on the floor, but it still goes all the way up the wall. And you poke at it, and it splats. And you pull the hammer away, and the wooden part that sort of or actually no, it's going to be a solid metal hammer. So you're noticing maybe a little bit of pitting, not really much. It cleans off a lot of the grime that was on the tip of the hammer, though, or the top of the hammer, though. It's cleaner now, as one does when one
You're saying
washes
this is so
metal things with acid.
All right. Hey everybody, we should probably be very careful walking past these. Try to not step on it. Unless you are wanting to clean your shoes, then go for it. Just don't touch it. Can I step over it? I know
Why are you splatting it everywhere?
I haven't done. I don't know. Is that not what I'm supposed to do? Is that not what adventurers do?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
she didn't let you lick it.
I just wanted to splatter. Sorry, I'm new to this, you guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, I thought everybody knew to just sort of assume everything was out to kill you and try not to touch it.
Well, it's a
Put
lesson
it in your
learned.
mouth.
That's good to know. I mean, it's just goo. Like, how bad can it be, right? I'm gonna try and sneak by.
Oh,
Can I
we'll
just, like,
find out.
go over here? Something gonna attack me if I move this over this way? Sorry, what?
Easily walk past. Give me a perception check.
Okay, great. Where is my perception? 15.
15. You come in, you come around, you step around, and it's almost like you're remembering certain things, and the noises from being actually underground. You're like, oh yeah, no, I remember the reverb and the sort of the voice of the stone and of a sort, and which is why it's almost peaceful, but you know, it brings back a lot of sort of childhood memories. But then something across the about 30, 40 feet away from you, maybe, and you hear shit. Fuck it, get him! And something flies out of the darkness, clink, hits the wall beside you, and clatters to the floor.
But I can't see anything in front of me.
Should be able to. You have dark vision.
So I don't like on the map. I don't see anything.
Really? Did I not?
I just need to move in more. No, I don't see anything over here. Oh wait, yes I do. Sorry, they're just like blending in. I guess that's kind of the point. I see.
The sneaky
like
rogues
ninjas.
blending into the walls? What? No.
Fuckers? What the hell?
Cool. I'm going to get you to roll me initiative, and I'm going to hop back to everybody else in a minute.
Yeah, it's a natty one. So
Nice. That and a thousand. We're all going to die. All right. What is Slate doing?
Well, he's still continuing to strong with the guy held by the cuff, but from looking at the maps, somehow become at the back of the crowd instead of the front of the crowd.
So you would have moved in with everyone else into the side room with the slimy stuff?
Yes.
Ned's kind of come along with
When I
it.
said I was up by Daemur, I meant I was up by Daemur.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I will make that adjustment. All right, first of all, I got to get this down here. Right. Right. With you there, with your human shield. Farryn, what are you up to?
Well, I think Farryn would be trying to see whatever Daemur's seeing.
All right. And Wren, I assume, is...
Following along at a cautious distance because Daemur keeps splatting acidic
Fair.
slime everywhere.
Everybody roll me
That's a good
initiative then.
Daemur is a doer, not a thinker. Okay.
9.
Oh, the echo back.
Whoa.
Natural 20.
Nice. So that gives you 22.
Well, you got a 21.
21.
I got a 9.
Nice.
21.
18.
And
18 for Wren.
And Daemur got
Nat 1.
91. That's right.
He was just very surprised when they threw stuff at him.
Yeah. Is that a fucking arrow? What the hell, bro?
These guys are very
Rude.
sloppy. All right, Slate. Basically, daggers come out of nowhere, out of the darkness, bounced off the wall, and you do a quick assess of the room. Let me bring the the torch down. And you see 3 individuals clad in cloaks advancing on your positions.
Wren glances over her shoulder at the guy Slate is dragging and is like, friends of yours?
I said they were work.
Oh, look, they're home for dinner.
What's Slate doing?
So what is the guy who I've got by the collar doing?
He is struggling. So give me a strength athletics check.
That's a 14.
Yeah, you are easily holding on to him. So he's just trying to tear away, but the fabric of his tunic won't tear, so he can't get out of it, and you're holding him tight and fast enough that he can't slip
That's
his
a
arm.
well-made tunic.
Yeah, he steals from rich people. So, but he's trying to squirm away and can't.
Write something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to unlimber a javelin, and it's short range for a javelin, kind of. But this way I don't have to go rushing up while dragging this idiot along with me.
That's fair. Give me a
So
roll.
the first thing I'll do is I'll throw a javelin at the nearest of them. And that is a 21.
All right. Roll your damage.
A whopping 4.
I mean, 4 is 4.
Yeah. It's better than a kick in the teeth, but if I kicked him in the teeth, I probably would have done more damage. Still, okay.
About the same.
Plus for next time.
About the same. So you turn to the one side, huck your javelin, and catches the guy in the side. Wren.
Wren is going to unlimber her bow and fire a shot at whichever one was holding the longbow, or were they all holding bows? Who shot at Daemur?
3 daggers. Yeah, the one all the way across the room.
Right. She's gonna aim for the ranged looking one. Very slowly. She will not. That is a 5.
Ew. Arrow flies out into the darkness, clunking against the wall. Actually, this may or may not. Well, no, it doesn't really.
It's dark. Okay.
Farryn.
You have dark vision?
I do have dark vision. I don't know why Aasimar have dark vision. They're supposed to be creatures of the light.
I don't
but
understand why
sure.
so many races in D&D have dark vision. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I get, like, tieflings and dragonborn and dwarves. Why the
Dragonborn don't.
fuck do elves have it? It doesn't make any sense.
Slate
Dragonborn
doesn't.
What?
Nope.
Really?
Yep. Neither do halflings.
The rules are made
Yeah,
up and the
Dragonborn
points don't
don't.
matter. It's ridiculous.
Like,
Oh,
What the heck?
goodness.
And only some, like I think, like the deep gnomes have
Yeah, it's like-
120 feet, but every other race that lives underground only has 60.
So,
Sure. Why
So
not?
Farryn.
asking what Farryn is doing.
Yep.
I think she would use her short bow.
Same guy?
And yes,
Pepper
that is
whatever.
a 17.
That's a hit.
And I'm assuming the button next to it is for damage.
It is.
Woot. 7.
Nice. He like steps out of the way of the one arrow. And he's like, ha! And he just kind of wears the other one.
Walks into the other one.
Yeah, exactly. God, son of a... Random expletives. Turn this guy a little bit, and he's going to move up and take a swipe at Slate.
He's going to regret that.
Pretty sure your armor class is not 12.
Oh, we're back around to me again?
Clearly, he's the most vulnerable.
Up to here and take a swipe at Daemur. And I'm pretty sure your armor class is not 13.
Nope. 16.
This guy's going to move up and also take a swipe at Slate. But I am taking into account that you have a person in front of you. I'm adding him to the armor class.
Partial cover.
Oh, yeah.
What is... So what I'm going to do, what I normally do with things like this, and a lot of DMs do as well, is that a shield is usually like a +2 to your armor class. So anything that has your armor class and then -2 is usually hits the shield, as it were. So your armor class with a shield is 19, if I remember correctly.
Yep, that is correct.
So a 17, an 18 or a 17 or an 18 would hit the shield. I rolled.
Is the shield that guy?
The shield is the guy.
The shield is that guy.
The shield, in fact, is the guy who just got shanked by his friend. I mean, not his friend. He doesn't know these people from anybody. He doesn't know who these people are. But he still shanked them for a solid amount of damage.
Oh no, if he dies, he'll never get to taste the stew I made.
Now, here's the question. If it's not your actual target, would a sneak attack count?
Hmm.
Okay, you're trying to aim at a very specific, tender point or a weak spot. Would a sneak attack, if he's not meaning to actually hit him in the kidneys, hit him in the kidneys?
Does sneak attack work the same way in 5 as it does in 3.5?
Proper red.
How so?
Because the way I used to do it in 3.5 was if it doesn't hit, like if the sneak attack doesn't work, and you hit something else, then that takes like the regular amount of damage and it doesn't like double the amount of damage. But I don't know if it works the same way in 5. I can't remember.
I think it's kind of ambiguous, honestly. It's just basically like if you attack with advantage, and he is technically attacking with advantage, but he's not attacking the shield specifically. He's attacking Slate with advantage, but he rolled low enough that he missed Slate, but he still hit within the shield armor class. You get to add your sneak attack damage.
I'd say no. Because if you're aiming for Slate's kidney and he moves the guy into the way,
whatever.
and it's going to like hit the guy in the ribs or the shoulder or something.
Yeah, I would do I would do whatever allows the guy to survive to whine and bitch about it.
Oh no, he still ended up taking 7 points of damage from basically you Slate. You're seeing this one guy. You bring the shield around to bear just as the other guy comes around and tries to stab at you, but your human target gets in the way, and Bryn takes 7 hit points of damage. I think it's chunked and shivved in the side. Not his greatest day. Daemur, you're up.
Hell yeah. All right. Daemur is mad about his shoes. He's mad about being fired at. Like, what the hell? So he's just going to go ahead and smash this guy in front of him directly in the face hole.
Sweet.
Ka-chow. Okay, that's not bad. That's going to be a 21 to hit with my Warhammer, double-handed.
Yep, that's a hit.
And that's going to be 10 damage.
That's more than enough. As this guy comes along, he tries to take a stab at you. His dagger sort of sticks against some of the rock outcropping that hasn't quite been chiseled away yet, and you're like, lazy fuckers. And then you basically just kind of double grip the warhammer, and you just follow through, and you basically slam him against the wall, and he collapses. As you feel through your follow through, you feel his ribs crack.
Perfect.
And you pull it away, and he just kind of crumples to the floor.
I'm gonna look at everybody else, all of his friends standing around, and go, "Stoops up, bitches."
We'll work on it. It's a catchphrase.
No soup freedom.
Soup's on. Yeah. No. Back up to Slate.
So there's somebody in front of me who just stabbed my human shield.
Yes.
Well, I have a battle axe, so I'm going to hit them with the battle axe.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
You don't want to hit him with his friends.
No, I don't want to use his friend. That's a 9.
A 9 total? A 9 is a miss.
Total.
Clank, clank, clank.
That's what I thought.
Wren.
Wren's going to take a hot second to glance from the human shield to the remaining dudes who aren't crumpled from Daemur's axe and say, "Do you want to stand down?" And if they do not stand down or reply that they are going to, then she's going to fire at them again.
Oh, give me an intimidation check.
Or try. I mean, one of their friends is dead, the other is human. Do I get advantage?
No. For reasons not yet known.
I guess because they've got like another 6 dudes around the next corner. Slow motion. Okay. 8.
8?
I'm not intimidating. They know she missed her last shot, so they're not intimidated by her at all.
You're like, yeah, what are you going to do? Miss me again?
Well, she's gonna fire at him again, and then ask again after firing at him.
Try hitting what you're aiming at.
See if this one. 14.
That's it.
Good. That'll learn them. I'm sorry, my dice continue to be very slow.
That's okay.
So that's 4 damage. And she says it again. Stand down.
What are you gonna do? Miss me? Try hitting what you pull out. And you nail him with the arrow, knocks him over backwards, falls to his back.
Stay down.
And Farryn.
Are they staying down?
There is one guy left.
What's he doing?
He's the one that took a swipe at Slate.
So, but he's still clearly not.
He's engaged.
He's engaged. Okay,
He's
well then I'm
engaged.
just going to shoot him again. Or not again, but. Where's
Roll to
that?
hit.
Short bow. 15.
15 is a hit.
And I rolled a 9.
Jeez. Yeah,
He did.
Blah. Pick the last one off just as he's moving up to shank Slate from the other side. And a momentary silence as the slight dripping, wet slap of the ooze in the other room. And then you hear another voice. You guys all right?
Wren answers, no.
Don't say no, now they'll come.
Who's that?
Daemur is going to go ahead and run up against this wall right here, just kind of hide himself in the corner. And he's going to take out his battle axe and just like fucking get ready to cut down a tree, you know what I'm saying?
I just need to have a look at my entire map here because I can't seem to see it.
Also, just to completely derail things for a second, I bought Abigail a studded collar. She's such a badass now. Look at this. Amazing. It's actually a bracelet.
Nice.
She hates it very much.
Super proof. Oh.
She's an indoor cat. She's not used to wearing collars.
Yeah. Go, what is this? It is rumpling my fur.
How dare you?
My apologies. This is a very interesting thing with D&D Beyond, or not D&D Beyond, Roll20. I now have it's a map feature as per usual, but I am doing something wrong with the map, I guess, and I can't really see all of my stuff. Good sell. There we go. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Cool. That's all right. So, what I will do is grab that.
And sorry, was the guy you were using as a shield, Slate, did he die?
I don't think he's dead. He
Definitely
just
not
got like
having a good day.
what is it, 7 points of damage or something. So
He's not happy. He's not happy.
4?
Slate, your shield seems to be dripping. You might want to.
No, I'm not dead yet.
I think I'll
I'm feeling better. I can go with you.
I think I'll go for a walk.
I feel happy.
This is not a present me issue. This is potentially a future me issue, and future me will deal with it.
I respect your stance there.
Okay. You hear some deeper guttural.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
I'm going to look at a handful of guy in pain that I've got right now and just kind of lift them up a little bit and say, so do you want to talk now?
Roll me intimidation. Use your strength modifier.
Yeah, okay.
And roll at advantage.
Oh.
You just made him get shanked by his friend.
Which means roll it twice and pick the best one.
That's exactly what it means.
Well,
Also,
that one sucks. Let's see how the other one
anybody
does.
paying attention?
Oh, okay. So I the first one was a roll of. The one I'm ignoring is a roll of a 1. I rolled a 1 and a natural 20. So I will take the 20, thank you.
Natural 20. Nice.
Dang, nice.
Okay, so
Both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's I kind of like these online because they're weird. So that's a 23 with my strength bonus.
nice. All right. Yeah. No, he wets himself. He starts blubbering. He's like, they put me up to it. At which point, then you hear running footsteps from the passage where Daemur, you are waiting.
Yes.
We're not here, and I didn't want to do it, but Sanbalay said he was going to make us all rich, and you hear, shut up! And this guy comes running out of the darkness. Take your swing, Daemur.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
Friend, you fool!
That's not great. 17?
That's a hit.
No, sorry, 16?
That's still
16?
a hit. Still a hit.
Nice. Man, 4 damage. Why do I keep using the online dice for this? God damn it.
I don't know. Why do you keep using the
I don't know, man. My brain's broken today.
So 4 damage for him. 1, 2, 7. Okay. So you catch him in the side, and he sort of spins off and staggers a little. He moves to here. And you hear heavier footsteps as larger individuals seem to be coming down the hallway as well. And one shows up here, and large goblin, but big and muscular. And really angry looking, and he's wearing like full armor and stuff.
Daemar's seen much better armor. He's not that impressed.
No, true, fair. Daemur just swung. That was your thing. Held action. Slate, you just did that. Wren.
Wren is going to draw her sword. Or no, she doesn't have a sword right now. She has a hand axe. She's going to smack the guy who just ran up with the hand axe.
Axes are the best.
Cool.
Axes are pretty good. $23. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Okay. Hit me with some damage.
Very slowly.
Don't forget to double it.
And they're bouncing and
It's worth the wait. And D&D Beyond does that for you.
sparkly, not worth the wait. But 7 damage.
That's enough.
Damage was doubled, but one of them was a 1.
That's okay. You basically, he stumbles into it, and he's like, Brent, shut up! And then your axe just kind of hits him right in the throat. And for the most part, you take most of his.
So he bounces off Daemur's axe and into
Basically.
my little one.
Like right into the. It's like that sweet spot where you just hit the tree right at the best part, and the whole axe head just buries itself right inside. And you kind of like, and then you're like, all right, well, how am I going to do this? And you sort of like flick it, and it kind of slides out because it's not wood. And he kind of goes and crumples to the ground. I mean, actually,
Okay, Red's gonna free actions make eye contact with the other guy who's near her and say, "Stand down. I've no wish to fight you."
he just looks at you and narrows his eyes and snarls, and you see jagged, pointy teeth. A real fight. And takes a swing at you.
Squishy, don't hit.
To the 15 hit. 15 hits. I did ask, I figured it would be a nice thing. 4 points of damage.
Oh.
As a longsword kind of slides in and catches you in the ribs.
Rude.
And his eyes go a bit wider, and he looks a little bit more even almost savage because he sees the blood on his blade now.
One of those.
Is it my turn now?
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot him?
You can.
I would like to.
Then
What the?
Shoot him in the face.
19.
That's a hit.
And 8.
8 damage.
In the face.
Dang. Also, these guys have a lot less hit
Hell
than
yeah.
I thought they did. Oh, crap. All right. Blah! And you
just stabbed my friend. What the heck?
You catch him, and he sort of like just moves just out of the way, but you still catch him right in the meat of the shoulder, and he's like, Blah! Not happy with you at all.
oh,
Damn elves.
Mike,
Say again?
I forgot I have 2 weapons
You do.
fighting. Can you remind me of that next
Absolutely can. If you want, you can take your second shot at the hobgoblin.
Yeah, I would
Absolutely.
like to do that. That hurt. So yeah, with the other hand, she stabs him with the dagger.
But remember, though, there's no ability score
Again, very
bonus
slow.
if you do damage. Unless you have 2-weapon fighting style.
Yeah.
Then I think you do.
Well, that's a 22 hit.
Nice. Let me just do a quick double check while you're doing that.
You don't add your ability modifier to the damage. The ability modifier is negative.
You took 2-weapon fighting, so you do. When you take your attack action, attack with the light melee
It's
weapon,
one of my bonus
and
actions.
you add your bonus. Oh. Well, you don't. Wait a minute. Oh, no, sorry. It's not a style. You didn't take the... Yeah, because you're only first level. You don't get that yet. All right.
I haven't had a chance to take it. Yeah.
You will
So just
shortly. So, your damage was?
Pending. Damage is pending.
Incoming. You're gonna get it. Boy, you're gonna...
So that is without the
Correct.
modifier?
Yep.
So just the dice roll? 2.
That's enough. So you stab him, and he kind of grins. He sort of stares down at it. He grins at you, and then Farryn's arrow comes in, hits him in the throat, but because of this extra damage now, it now drops him down. And he's like, "Wah!" and falls to his knees, clutching at
Teamwork.
and falls to his face and lies motionless.
Oh, so he's dead now?
He is dead.
Yay.
Cross him out.
Teamwork, Farryn.
Woo!
And it.
Do we hear any other noises coming down this corridor right away?
You absolutely do. This guy appears. Kind of comes to a screeching halt. And you. And an arrow comes flying past your face. Wren. And yeah, exactly fair. Exactly. It's like, oh! And it kind of hits where Farryn just was, but moved one step to the right. Back up to Slate.
So I have a new target fired. Okay. I'm going to shake my shield and say, "You lied. Your friends were not working on ships, apparently. But that's okay. We lied because we were rooting in boxes." And then I'm going to throw a javelin at the newcomer to the scene.
I love it. I love it. Low intelligence, not necessarily dumb, just completely forthright with everything. No filter.
And the javelin is a 22
Jeez.
to hit.
A natural 20?
No, 17.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yep.
Plus
That's
my
it.
bonus.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit.
And it does 9 damage.
Jesus.
And that does 9 damage.
Catch him full on in the chest. Staggers him into the wall. Wren.
Wren is going to. Wait, Wren? Did Daemur go?
Oh, where's Daemur? Daemur didn't go. My mistake. I skipped
No,
Daemur
Daemur-
completely.
What
Wren?
the fuck?
I know.
Rude.
Shameful.
I mean, I'll go. I'll go. If Daemar's having a moment, I'll go.
So this guy has run past me. He's kind of looking that way. I'm going to just kind of take a little sneak around the corner here. Do I see anything else coming down the hallway?
Yes, you see a humanoid shape up at the T intersection, about 20 feet away from you. He's knocking another arrow in his bow.
Okay, I'm gonna throw an alchemist fire at him.
Nice. Wasn't expecting that. What does that even do?
This sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to
Acid.
air. As an action, you can throw the flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the alchemist fire as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature can end this damage by using an action to make a dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Nice. Cool. All right. Roll to hit.
I'm not going to aim directly at him, though. I'm going to aim like at the ground by his feet, because
Sure.
there's a better chance of me smashing into him that way.
That works too. Either way, roll to hit.
Ranged
By
is
the way, it's night
dex.
vision.
Range is dex, yep.
Ah, fuck. God damn it. Oh, okay, that worked. 19.
Yeah, that'll do it. Roll me some damage. It's a D4, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's like, "Wah!
That's a 3.
Wah!"
as he slides around and fire.
And I'm even
Suck
going,
it.
just for kicks and giggles, I am going to cause him to emit light. Because he's now a torch. And that may or may not. Where did I end up putting the actual torch structure down here? I'll move the torch over here so you can see a little better.
Beautiful.
And you did, sorry, how much?
3 damage.
3 damage. Jeez.
So while one of these guys is on fire, Cliff's computer crashed.
Oh no! Okay. While we wait, what time is that? 8 o'clock. We do one of two things, or one of a couple things. We can take a brief break, see if Cliff can come back. We can continue on to get to Cliff's turn and then take a break if he hasn't come back by that point.
Yeah,
how's it doing
I
over
think
there?
that works.
Okay, where are we here? So Wren, Slate, Wren, Daemur. So Wren, yeah, now Wren, back to Wren.
Now actually Wren. Wren's going to take a half step to the side to flank Buddy,
Uh-huh.
and then she's going to hit him with the hand axe and the dagger.
Okie dokie, that's advantage.
Actually remember to do both this time. Remember to do both. Is it just the first hit that's with advantage, or is it
Every
the dagger
attack.
and the hand axe?
Every attack.
Nice.
Yep.
So 21 for the first one.
That is in fact a hit.
And a 22 for the other one, and I will do it.
Hell yeah.
Advantage is nice. Seven damage on the hand axe. Very slowly. 6 damage on the dagger. I would like to be very proud that that is max damage on both weapons.
Yeah, that
That's beautiful.
It's a good moment for me.
significant amount of damage to an individual who had 2 hit points left. You take this guy and you Daemur, you're about to square off against this hobgoblin and he's looking at you and he's like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. And then you see this other hand axe just come out of nowhere from the back behind him and just bury itself right into the base of his neck. Blah!
I'm thinking neck and stem.
Daemur is equally mad that he didn't get to fight this giant hobgoblin, but also super impressed. Like, dang, he is like real excited about this.
Wren's a little
Daemar's
bit
like, I
pissed
have a
off
lot to
because
learn
she
from
keeps trying to get them to stand down. She doesn't want to kill them, and they just stabbed her, so she's... I tried not killing you, and you just wouldn't let me.
You wouldn't.
Look what you made me do!
You made
Forced me to kill
made
you.
me
Can't
stab
believe this is happening.
Nice. All right. So from there, this guy has to do a dexterity save. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. Daemur, roll me another d4, please.
With pleasure.
As
That's
your...
another 3.
Jesus. This guy is just a pyre in the night here and like freaking. Ah!
That was your stop, drop, and roll now, asshole.
All right. Where are we? That's Wren. Oh. Farryn.
Farryn, so is there any... Have we got them all now?
You've got a glowing guy about 40 feet away from you.
Glowing guy? What the...
He's kind of on fire.
He's currently on fire.
Oh, guy on fire.
Not having a good time of it. You might want to
shoot him from where? Can I shoot him from where I am, or do I need to run up? Do I need to run up and shoot him?
Nope, you're good.
Okie dokie. Lip 15 to shoot.
That is a hit.
And 8 damage.
And he's done. I killed all of my NPCs and like, made short work of them. So
they knew what they were getting into.
So he's shrieking, he's trying to pat it out, but he's like, everything else is on fire, and he's like, and his hair is starting to burn away, and he's like getting all these the blistery looking because this stuff is just sticking like napalm, and then you just with the arrow right in the heart, and just knock him over, and he just sort of like the fire sort of slowly just burns itself out.
Well, barbecue.
Right. So should we take a minute to see if we can get Cliff back in?
Yeah, because his computer is still being
for sure.
Special. Oh no, as I speak.
Hey, nice.
Maybe.
I can see you.
Damn good games. Look them up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch, the internetiverse. They are fantastic people because they just got my Cliff back. So it's all good. Anyway, thank you, Dawn of the Heavens. There you go.
Okay.
Dawn's from the damn good game. Okay, never. All right. So, and actually, interestingly, it does come back to Slate at this point, but there are no more attackers, and no one yelling, no footsteps.
So it's just the leaky, bleeding guy that he's holding on to?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Daemur's gonna.
Okay, I'm going to look at the rest of.
Sorry, Cliff.
No, before Daemur continues on,
I'm going to look at the rest of the party and say,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, Cliff, go.
Slate's going to look at the rest of the party and say, do you not want to rifle the bodies like you usually do?
I thought your name was...
That's exactly what Daemur was coming back to do.
Not
so.
Shade.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I wanted to make sure everybody was dead first.
Stab him again while you're rooting through
Everybody
pockets.
appears to be dead.
So, you guys are going to
loot pockets? Rummaging through pockets.
Loot the bodies.
Yeah. Well, Daemer's shaking him down, looking for loose change.
Is anyone
Wren,
remarkably hurt?
sorry?
Is anyone remarkably hurt?
Anyone remarkable?
Slightly hurt.
Ah.
Am I the only one who's hit?
You are only slightly hurt?
I'm looking at about 7 out of 11.
I have not been hit.
So you're looking pretty rough. Okay, Slate's gonna go over and lay on hands.
Aww. Meanwhile, still holding on to the guy while he's blubbering.
Yeah,
Can you lay on
Yeah, your
hands
shield's
to someone
looking a
else?
little
yeah.
rough.
I'm actually.
Your shield.
I'm going to drag him over bleeding and let him see me heal some.
Oh, dirty.
Stone cold.
I like it.
I'm sorry. Sandballet promised us money, and then he brought it all. Which way? He's almost interrupting, any of this, the somatic or the verbal component. You're like, shut up. He's not. He's just sort of like
So,
spilling literally almost everything.
good. While he's doing that, I'll give Wren back 3 hit points.
All right. And now that you're surrounded by yeah. Cool. Because of course this wasn't the way it was supposed to go. So all of my individuals are okay. Do that, this, and that. Okay. All right. I have everything. You are looking for through the bodies.
Yep.
And they have give me an investigation check.
Who?
Anybody who's looking.
Okie dokie. 21.
Wow. Okay. Anyone else? Rifling? Inspecting?
14.
14. All right. So, anything under 20, you find collectively, between all of you, you find 63 gold pieces and 47 silver pieces in various coin pouches, and in 2 different individuals have hidden pockets sewn into their doublets.
Definitely legit fisher folk then.
Now,
Was I collecting all the money and then we were going to split it later? I can't remember. Or were we just splitting it as we go?
Yeah, how were we
I think
doing
you were-
that?
We were shoving it in. We were putting heavy things in the bag of holding, and I think you were taking the gold.
Well,
I will
there
keep
was
this
like,
aside then.
because there was like gold pieces,
and then there was like
Yeah.
the skull and the.
but
then there
like
was,
I
like,
was
random
imagining like
stuff that was
bars and
in
stuff.
too.
So, but that's like not coins.
Yeah, I think those are all in the bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also don't see where we put our monies on this sheet.
There is a
It's
section
in under
inventory.
It's inventory.
Next to actions.
Oh, look, there's even a bag of holding.
Yes, but only one of us has one.
All right. Sorry, I'm looking at Wren, who has the bag of holding.
Yes.
And you can click. You can see your your inventory, and to the right, where it says you can see weight carried and it has your equipment or everything else, to the right you can see a bunch of little sort of symbols. Those are the
Right.
Click on it once,
There's-
left click, and it'll pop open your coin inventory.
I have no coin of any sort currently.
Did your character lose real bad at the casino before we started this journey? Lost to a card card?
I think it just didn't get input or something, because
Possibly.
on the other, the non-beyond sheet, I had monies.
Yeah. I think rogues start with quick check. Oh, weird. It doesn't say. Rogues don't start with money?
Totally
it says
should
in your backstory.
Totally should.
Oh,
It's
right.
on your backstory.
Yeah. I'm not sure when investigator starts.
Just weird.
That one. Disguise kit, 10 gold. That's where the disguise kit skill came from. Aha. Let me fix that then. All right.
Any silver
Your-
pieces?
Any silver piece?
Nope, just gold.
Okay, so I just have 10 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're 21 in investigation.
Yes.
You notice that one of the hobgoblins is wearing leather armor. Is it wearing leather armor? Sorry, a chain shirt.
As they are not as good as what I currently have, I'm just gonna be like, "Pff, what a loser."
But you're
believe
noticing
it.
that the weave of the chains is less, and it's almost you know what, I'm going to change that because that makes no sense. Scale mail.
Scale mail.
Ah,
And the scales themselves look almost fish-like.
interesting. I can't remember what's the AC for scale mail.
Let me check.
Is it better or worse than chainmail? I think it's better, isn't it? Do not recall.
I mean, in real life it would be, but
One would think.
The important thing is Daemur probably knows.
Scale mail is 14 plus dex mod.
Interesting.
So it's one better than chain shirt. But it's still a medium armor.
I've got chain mail. I've got heavy armor.
Yep, you have chain mail, which is 16. So
Yeah.
but
right.
no dex bonus. So if you have a dex of plus two, then technically it's
So
the
it's the
same.
Yeah.
Well, because I thought Farryn noticed it, not Daemur.
Also that.
So
I was just eyeing him up when we were fighting. I was like, I see how it is.
So is that still counting as light armor, or would that weigh me down?
It's medium. You would get a stealth disadvantage if you wore it.
Hmm.
So it might not be the best, but you can still. I'm pretty sure rogues can still wear medium armor. You just
Probably.
can't
Should
do
say
your
Under
activities.
senses, it'll say
It's more the
if you're
fact that
proficient in it under.
It's more the fact that the scales themselves are reminiscent of fish scales, and they're almost iridescent
Hmm.
in a way.
Well,
Kind of shiny and glittery. They catch your eye.
yeah, I'm thinking of taking it. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it on, though. Like, I might just throw it in the bag. Because I've got a backpack.
Or, you can point it out and have the
Yeah,
party
come back for it on the way.
strip the guy down, stuff it in the bag of holding, keep moving.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you, Wren, you have a bag of holding. Would this would fit in it, right?
Can we fit the armor in there?
Like, fit holding up this shiny, shivery shirt that I just, like, stripped off a dude.
Like a cartoon, just like open it super
Yep.
wide, drop the
Yep.
whole thing in.
Just, oh,
Shirt,
where did that go?
Like one of those green tubes in the Super Mario.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
yeah, and the armor comes off. It goes in. The weapons are not great. They're not tremendous quality or anything, but that's why the armor kind of stuck out, because it looked a lot better than pretty much anything else anybody else was wearing.
Can I get my arrows back?
You can. You can
I will do
gather
that then.
those up.
Yep.
You can grab extras from the guy that up the hall.
Well, sure,
Drop
yeah.
Stuff all over the place. And now what?
What do you guys think?
I am going to continue to head down this hallway, I think. Carefully avoiding any lingering fire.
Probably a good plan. Not being on fire, you know?
What are you doing with your tag along, Slate?
Where am I? Stop it.
I'm dragging him along.
Are you doing anything in particular?
He's been
I
useful
mean,
so
he's
far.
bleeding to death, but that's fine. We don't really need him for long. Do I hear anything coming from one of the branches in this hall?
Give me a perception check.
Not all that, yeah. 15.
15. The sounds of water from the passage to the right. More sort of in the right direction than the left. Never mind, there is only one direction. Yeah, so basically you can come through, come to a, back up here.
Was this way we came in before? Over here?
The way you came in was, I'm going to move your
Okay,
dead
okay.
scout. I'm going to move him over this way.
Gotcha.
That's the way you came.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So what you see, I'm going to move you all up a little bit further. I'm going to move the torch in so that it can see. Move everyone up a little. Move everybody up a little. I make Farryn disappear, unfortunately. Sorry about that. What you can see in that room to your left is Should have been well lit by torches. My mistake. 1 second. Held in simple iron rackets on walls. Bolts of cloth stacked against the wall to your left and to your right are 8 small casks in a neat row.
Daemur is definitely going to go and take a look at these casks. For a second, I was like, "Oh my god, fabric!" But that's a different character that's obsessed with fabric. I'm not playing Denny right now. So, Daemur is going to go over and look at these casks. Are they like little mini casks, or are they like normal size ones?
They are normal size casks.
Okay.
Full keg.
Full kegs, eh? Party time, guys. All right. Does anything seem like off about these casks? Or do they just look like they're full of alcohol?
Are you a brewer?
No.
Just an enthusiast.
They look like casks. They're, I mean...
Really wish I was playing Dirthal. He's a brewer. Dang it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do what any dwarf would do and crack one open and take a sip.
As soon as you crack one open, you smell brandy.
Ooh. I love brandy.
Mike, can I ask where Ned is through all this? I assume cowering, because
Yes.
he's largely useless.
Yeah, where'd he
But
go?
he's
What's
just like creeping along
still in the
behind
room,
us to come in at the last second and kick a dead body and be like, haha, I saved you.
Deus Ex Ned.
Yeah, no, oh
Or
yeah,
did
I
he
didn't bring him
sneak off
along, sorry. Bring him here, because he's with Slate. And then I have to bring... There he is, Ned. He's all like, what'd you find? Can we sell it?
Probably.
I mean, if you wanna.
I mean, that's why we're here, right? We're, raiding this place, making money.
Some of us were here for rumors of undead, not for pillaging.
Pillaging is just a bonus.
We all win then. You got you got to kill some skeletons, and then we all get a little richer.
I do love killing skeletons.
And he pulls out a skin, and he dips it in the brandy. Blub, 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 blub. Fills it up. Squeezes some into his mouth. It's pretty good.
Dirthal is going to go from cask to cask and just kind of knock on each one. Do they all sound like they're full?
They sound full.
Having an
Are
identity
they? Do they
crisis.
have any like words written on them, like what's inside?
No.
I think Farryn's curious about the fabric.
Fabric is silk.
Ooh.
Give me an investigation check.
15.
15. As you're sort of you go over, you start handling. You lift up a corner of that blue bolt of silk, and a small belt pouch tumbles out.
Whoop, and pick it up.
Fairly light. Doesn't seem to hold a lot. There's something in it.
Gonna tease the strings open and see what's in there.
A set of dice.
Huh. Funky. So, well, I'm gonna just close that back up and kind of pocket this little pouch. And any other funny little things in here?
No. Not, I mean, 5 bolts of silk, 8 casks of probably brandy. And another passage that leads south.
And I'm assuming these are like full, like too big to.
Yeah, I'll have to come back and roll these up the stairs afterwards. Unless you can fit all of them in your bag of holding. I'm willing to try.
Oh yeah, that's true.
How much can we put in a bag of holding?
There is a limit. I'm just not personally sure what the limit is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, after filling up his water skin full of wine or brandy, because Daemur has no self-control, now that he's on his own, I think he's gonna meander down the stairs.
And the sound of water is coming.
I mean, in one hand.
The sound of water is coming from that direction.
Mike, important question. How much does each keg weigh, and what is the volume of them? Because bag of holding can hold up to 500 pounds or 64 cubic feet, apparently, which is very specific.
Gosh.
Beer keg is about 2.7 cubic feet.
I mean,
and I'll see.
Theoretically, it would fit.
We can also just come back for them, though.
If it fits, it fits.
Maybe we can help me
though. You're gonna Mary Poppins this thing where you take these big bolts of silk and you just like stuff them into the bag.
Sorry, how many pounds did you say you can put in there?
500.
I'm pretty sure that kegs are pretty heavy.
Map's gone.
Yeah, a half barrel keg is about 160 pounds. So one keg is going to be like 250 pounds.
Right, so we're taking one keg.
One keg. Choose wisely.
The open one.
Wren's not too into the looting, but she's got some sorrows to drown as much as anyone else.
We take the open one. We're just going to get brandy all over all of our stuff. Take an unopened one.
Yeah, that's probably the better plan. I'm thinking, since we don't have room for all of this stuff, that Farryn's just going to take one of her, like a belt knife or something, and cut off of one of the, I don't know, let's just say the blue bolt or whatever, like a yard.
2 feet in diameter at the mouth.
That's not even enough for a cloak.
Is the
Well, I can do something with it.
The bag of holding has a 2-foot diameter opening. So if you can fit a keg, that's a half keg of 150 pounds, 250 pounds for a full keg. If you think you can fit a 2-foot opening over that. So short answer, no, you're not getting the keg.
Fine. Fine.
Actually, no, I'm going to cut a meter because
Fine,
it's
we'll
slightly
just take
bigger.
this silk. Take this silk then.
You can write that in your. You can manage inventory, and you can do like other possessions, or let me see. Sorry, equipment currency.
Custom.
No, there's other
I'm
possessions.
Gonna shove all the bolts of silk in here,
Oh, all of them.
aside from the one that.
Yeah, if we're not taking a keg, we
Yeah,
might as
if
well
we're not
take
taking the keg.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine.
Yeah, you can do that. The bolts of silk will fit. You just have to stick them down lengthways, and you Mary Poppins them.
Wren glances at Ned and says, "We'll take the silk. You can take the brandy. Deal?"
I want one of the brandies, but the rest of them, that's fine. But one of them is for us.
Be back for you.
So we'll be back.
All right. So you continue down the wee hallway.
Yes.
So, and yourself. And you bring this thing with
Oh, things are happening.
into past an area that has a definite decline. And these boards are set into the area almost like steps, but they're definitely a much more steep incline, or I guess a decline as you're moving down it. Coarse matting on the floor, negating some of the slipperiness, and 3 more bolts of cloth and 5 more small casks this time.
Hey, all of those are going in the bag. Quick, grab them.
How many bolts was that total?
3.
Total from both
total.
rooms.
7.
Yeah, 7.
7 total?
Yeah, because
these are all small casks. How big is a small cask? Hey, chat, anybody know?
Like the little Heineken ones are like this big.
Yeah.
Oh, like a, what's that? Firkin?
Yeah. I don't imagine you can get all of them because the bag of holding probably just won't hold that much.
Rude.
In terms of weight.
Well, I'm gonna put one under my arm then. This one's coming with me.
We'll throw 2 in the
On the
bag.
safe side.
But I am the kind of DM, you can go back and check this for sure, that will, and I don't know if they're in the chat right now or not, but I will destroy your bag of holding if you overstuff it. I don't have that compunction of going, oh no, you think it's almost full. No. If you just keep shoveling stuff into it, I'm going to burst it, and you'll lose your, what did they lose? Elfin chainmail.
Elven chainmail.
Yes, it's part of the treasure hoard that they were at, and they were elven chainmail and a bag of holding, and they're like, yay! I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? They're like, absolutely, just stuff everything into it. I'm like, okay. And
Beep.
the worst happened, and then the silence was deafening as soon as I told them what happened. They were very upset. Anyway, let's move on from that. There are bigger and better things now. There's different party, different bag of holding. I'm sure it could possibly never happen again. So, the passage eventually leads to a cave that opens directly to the sea. The tide is out at present. There's a little water in the cave, but there's an obvious high water marker 3 feet above the floor. Pulled up over the sloping cave floor is a small boat, perhaps large enough, maybe 8 people. Oars, a step-down mast, and a neatly furled sail. A rope tied to the bow, being held by a large boulder, serving as an anchor.
And sorry, how deep is the water
So-
here?
There it is not. You're on sort of sandy, wet sand.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
What's Slate doing?
So a boat big enough for
Yep.
boat big enough for 8 people, or 4 of us, a meat shield, and a couple of casks.
Your math is good. Yes. Well,
So Wren takes
I'm
a
going to
minute.
say that to the group that, we probably have more of this basement to explore, and then I kind of shake the meat shield a little bit. Is that not correct, Bryn? Meat shield.
What do you want to know?
Where are you taking the boat?
Look, okay, I didn't want to get into. I needed the money. All right. See, San Ballet is the chief on this end. We hold the stuff, and then we ship it out on high tide.
Ship it where?
So you didn't quite lie about your friends working with the boats and cloth. You just lied about where it all
I mean,
was.
I didn't lie. I didn't tell
It's
you.
here, not down at the docks.
You lied through omission.
No, you
Whatever.
lied.
Fine. I lied. Whatever. Look, I don't want any more part of this. You guys are obviously on some kind of,
We're crazy, okay?
vendetta, and I just want to go home, man. I don't want any more part of this.
I'm sorry, I thought you said this was your home. Did you lie about that too?
Well, no, I was staying here with everybody else while we were doing the thing. Clearly, that's not going to be happening now.
I see.
Also, what'd you do with this too?
Don't worry, we
Sorry,
took
what?
it off the heat.
Okay, good. Yeah. That's important. You'll let the stupid.
Wren looks him up and down. And she's like, "Tell me honestly, other than the closet full of skeletons, are there any other undead in this house?"
Not that I know. We didn't even stay upstairs. We didn't. I mean, upstairs is a ramshackle. All the boards are rotting and broken. Nobody comes here. Nobody lives here. Nobody's lived here in years. So we figured it's a good place to just sort of hide out. And then we got an offer from Punteca, the guy on the boat. He's on the Sea Ghost. It's the name of the boat. There's nothing to do with maybe it has undied. I don't know. Whatever. We don't go there. We don't go on the boat. We just ship it out to them because it comes to us through whatever means. We sneak it into the to the house here down the hatch, and then whenever we signal for the ghost that all's clear, they come and get it, or we row out to them with the stuff. We hand it over the side and come back in here.
What stuff?
Well, the kegs, the silk.
But why? Why?
Wandered and pilfered goods.
Weapons.
Where are they going? Like when you
They're
send them to
middlemen
the
for
ship?
pirates.
That I don't know.
They're middlemen for pirates.
We just get the stuff given to us, and we're like, "Hey, get this to get this to Punteca," and we're like, "Okay, whatever." And then we signal them with the lantern, and then they signal us back. We row it out to them. We hand it up over the side. We come back in here. We get paid.
How often do you get more stuff?
Depends on the stuff. Depends on what needs to get moved. once a week, once every 2 weeks. I don't know. Nobody's going hungry.
Does it get dropped off here, or do you go into town and get it from someone else?
Well, we, under cover of darkness or whatever, if we hear we have a contact, we say, hey, come over here and get this. We grab it and come it off a ship and sneak it, hide it in here, as you can see, with the bolts of cloth. And then we just ship it out and move it. Nope, you're not going to make any money on merchandise you're sitting on, right?
What kind of return do you guys get on this? Do you get
know.
paid from the guy you drop it off to? Do you get paid from the people that drop it off?
A little bit from both. A little bit of here.
So what
keep
you're
your
saying
nose
is the
shut
person
money.
on the boat has a bunch of money?
I don't know. Yeah, they toss us a little bag of coin every time we bring them a box.
Well, as much as it pains me to say, we should possibly consider selling some of this brandy. It might be interesting to take a look at this boat and see what else is going on.
I don't want any part of it, man. Right.
Oh no, you'll be coming with us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Will he though?
There's room for.
He needs to
For
tell us how to
shield.
signal the ship.
Oh,
and
yeah.
where to
that's
go.
True. Yeah, that's true.
How long is it until high tide?
Make me look this up.
I guess I don't know if Durthal would know that because he's not used to the sea really yet.
Daemur.
But sorry,
Daemur, you keep forgetting your own name.
I keep
Even you mistake
Yeah.
yourself for your father.
Everybody else mistakes me for my father, so why not me too?
I don't know. I never keep track of that stuff. I'm usually in just cooking. Anytime within 12 hours.
So, do we wait here until high tide and then row out? Do we wait here and see if we can lure them in? Do we just drown this guy and go and search what's going on upstairs? You can swim, right, pal?
Yeah, a little.
These hogs.
Right. Then you'll probably be all right. I mean, you are bleeding, so there might be some shark action, but I believe in you. If you're a strong swimmer, you'll get away, no problem. Don't worry about it.
Look, man, I told you everything I know. I'm just a flunky. I'm the cook.
Hmm.
Nothing?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what was the point of us coming down here?
Killing
looking
undead
for
things.
Well,
Undead things, which apparently there are
And
none.
we were also gonna steal a bunch of
Ned
stuff to
wanted
hawk.
loot. Yeah, Ned wanted to loot.
Right.
And I'm thinking this ship's gonna have a bunch more either money or loot on it. But I don't know what you guys want to do. If you want more loot, or if you want to go search the rest of the house and try and find some more undead. I mean, if we have a little bit of time until high tide, we can probably do both. But I don't know how long we've got.
Well, it's also just because there's so much stuff that we already got, and I don't know how much that little bag holds.
So
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
you don't need me anymore? I can go.
Well, I didn't say anything about you going.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. There was a real bad echo. What was that?
No, just that I didn't say anything about him leaving. Because we haven't decided what we're going to do with him yet.
Yeah, if we leave, you're coming with us.
Or you're staying, but maybe permanently. I don't know.
How many people did we kill in the catacombs?
Few.
Don't remind me.
About a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight?
We're missing one.
In theory, there's one more then?
That sounds about right.
In theory,
10
isn't there
beds.
one more?
So that's 10
9.
people minimum. So this guy.
And
I thought
Ned.
there was 10 beds.
And Ned.
He doesn't work here. Does he? Does he? Is that why I don't trust him?
I don't
He's not
know.
a trusty guy.
Don't know.
I feel like one of them would have pointed at him and said, "Hey, you traitor," if
Unless they're all in on it. Do you know Ned?
But nobody shot him, though.
Yeah.
that's largely because Mike keeps forgetting that he's here.
Maybe.
Oh, Mike knows
Hey,
he's there.
Bryn. Do you know Ned? Do you recognize that fool?
Give me a
Be
perception
honest, I swear to God,
Yeah,
I will
no, give me an
dunk you in
insight.
that fucking water.
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Anybody who's having this conversation right now with him.
I'll just, okay.
Can
Insight.
I roll? Can I roll insight and somebody else roll intimidation at the same time? 18.
For insight?
Yep.
His pupils dilate when
Mm-hmm.
you say Ned.
Fucking
No,
knew it. I knew that
No,
fool couldn't be
I
trusted.
don't know Ned. No, who's Ned?
Okay, I literally just told you, if you lie to me again, I'm gonna dunk you in the water. Slate, dunk him in the fucking water. Do it. He's got a big wound. That is salt water. It's gonna hurt like a bitch.
Slate doesn't need to breathe, so Slate's just going to walk towards the water. Dragging him on.
Right, give me a strength athletics. See if you can keep this grapple. So he's kicking and screaming. Lurble.
Yeah, that'd be 24.
Yeah, that beats my 13.
Yep, I'm just going to stroll out into the water, and it gets deeper and
It gets
deeper.
quite deeper, quite quickly.
You sure you don't know him?
And he's banging on your head.
Wren's looking at
Okay,
Ned.
turn around and start walking back to the beach.
Ned's not there.
No, he's still upstairs with the casks. He didn't come down with us.
Dude, did he ghost us?
Again.
The real ghost was Ned all along.
The ghost with the friends we made along the way.
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
Ned. Did I just hallucinate Ned this whole time? Okay, buddy. Who is Ned? Who is he to you?
Drag him back
All
up
right,
onto the
give
beach.
me
Rather wet.
an intimidation check with advantage.
Me?
You can both roll, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Go for it,
Alright,
Daemur.
let's do
Roll
it.
at advantage.
Advantage. Ugh, 15.
Ned's our front guy. He's the guy that usually arranges to have people deliver crates to the house or forget a crate on the dock or finds us.
You understand that your front guy Ned just
Yeah,
screwed
he's
you
the one that
over.
brought us here. He told us that there was stuff to be stolen.
Did I mention he was a dick?
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Yeah, I noticed.
Did any of us trust Ned for a second?
He
Nope.
No.
I
sure didn't.
So you're the ones. He came back earlier and he was like, "Hey, there's a bunch of people came into town that really look like they'd be really good marks. I think we should roll them."
Red looks down at herself, looks at Slate, like, what about us says we have anything worth taking?
I think they're probably going to kill you and sell him for scrap metal.
And then he comes in.
Ren's wearing shitty armor and ragged woodland clothes.
I don't know. You might be some, I don't know, elven priest or something. Or
I don't know much about the outside world in this town.
None of us knew. He was just, all we heard was Ned comes back. He's like, "Hey, I got a couple of marks. They're going to bring him in and we can, roll them and then throw them in the bay."
Oh, Nedward.
I think we should go talk to Ned. Like, have a real chat, you know?
I mean, where's he going to
Little
be?
powwow.
Also,
Nice.
I mean, since I'm helping you out, you might want to be careful of Sandbalay. He's the mage.
Mage?
Yeah, he was the one that running this whole side of things. He had his own office off the side where the rest of us slept. That's where he kept the lantern.
Oh. Did somebody take the lantern while we were in there?
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't think so.
I thought he did.
Nope. You saw
What
it.
else did I grab?
He just left it there.
Something.
He
I
took a bunch
definitely
of
don't have
books.
it in my stuff.
He took all the books.
Oh, we didn't see any signs of like inhabitants in that room, did we?
I mean, it was clean.
We did there wasn't like a bed or anything in there, was there?
Yep.
Yeah, it was
I
a
think
bedroom.
I took it, but it didn't stay. I think I took it and put it in the bag of holding, because wasn't that what was in the box under the desk?
Nope.
That was a
That
parchment.
was candles.
Candles and a
Candles?
parchment
Okay, that
with
was something confusing.
And candles on the
Right,
parchment with the funny writing on it, symbols, the dashes and dots.
Right. Well, either way, that didn't.
yeah.
And where would we find this guy? Where does he hang out?
I don't know. He was here for the longest time, and I haven't seen him, so I don't know.
What does he look like?
Oh, he's that skinny guy, bald.
Old?
Got a bit of a sneer on him all the time. I don't know. Thinks he's better than everybody. Should kick his ass.
Probably will. It's on the
Yeah,
list.
he doesn't sound that tough. Fuck that guy.
He's like he's got that, I don't know, he knows magic.
For that what magic?
He knows some kind of magic.
Oh.
Most of us and the two goblins were scared of him.
Those goblins seem pretty tough, so this guy must be not great.
I don't know. He was running the place. I didn't care. I was getting paid.
Are there any other secret rooms?
Not that I know.
So, do we have the lantern, or is it upstairs?
It's upstairs.
It's upstairs.
It's still
Should
It's
probably go and
upstairs.
take a look. So,
Yeah. Because we can't, if we're going to try and go after this ship or whatever, we can't do it without the lantern.
Yeah. I say we take another sweep through, and then maybe also check out upstairs. So if we don't know where this guy is, I'm worried that he's gonna like sneak down to us. Also, we should probably detain Ned. We should probably put him somewhere too.
Yep.
Because he's clearly not to be trusted, like I've been saying this whole time. That guy is not okay.
Nobody was arguing about
Literally,
that.
no one argued when you said you didn't trust him.
Just saying this guy needs to get the fuck out of here. We should probably not let him know, though.
Don't let Ned know that we know.
Yeah, let's be sneaky about it. If there's anything Daemur is, it's the epitome of sneaky, obviously. So he's not at all direct, not at all schemy. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just saying, don't put Daemur up front, because his lying is not fantastic.
Nobody puts Daemur in a corner.
So,
right.
Is that
what are we doing?
Upstairs?
You guys are heading back upstairs. You're doing a rest? Recouping?
Yeah, we should do that. Also, it's a little bit after midnight here. Time-wise.
Yeah, my hard stop was 5 minutes ago.
Okay. So,
no one watching the chat?
No.
I can't.
Before we sign off, what I think we should do for next time, just so everybody can think of other ways, we should empty one of the casks out and then shove Ned into the cask. Or don't empty it out and still shove him into a cask. I'm not sure which way you guys want to go with that, but that's my idea for next time.
Cool.
Just
all
so
right.
we're all on the same page.
So let's call it here, with you guys deciding to go upstairs and recoup in some way. So thank you to the viewers who stuck it through a little bit longer than I was expecting, but that's okay. And we had a bunch of different difficulties right at the beginning, so it sort of threw us all off, but that's all right. Well, we had a game. So let's do a quick little round thing, if that's okay.
Success.
So we can tell everybody where you can find us all on social medias, and then we will let you all go. Let's start again with Cliff.
Morning, I'm Cliff. I played your interesting Warforged Slate, who's about as forward as I could be sometimes. You can find me under the Vintage GM here and there and all over the place. Most of the games I am in right now are on summer break, and we'll be coming back sometime in the next couple of weeks. You'll hear about them then.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Everybody, Nikki here. I've been playing Daemur Stronginthearm, the dwarf fighter. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok mostly under I'm Poppy Field. I make a lot of TikToks in character, so I will be doing some in this tonight. Likewise, my main show, Phandalin by Night, is on break currently, but you can check the backlog episodes on YouTube. Manda's also in that one. We'll be coming back at some point, and then we'll be painting ourselves colors again because we both play tieflings. So check that out. Thank you so much.
Rainbow boy.
And Crystal.
Well, I'm Crystal, and I was playing Farryn Goldleaf for everybody tonight. This is the second longer running game that I am now playing in. But I've been playing in Changeling the Dreaming Tales from the Rookery with that guy Cliff over there. But we are on break, so you'll have to just go to YouTube and check that out. Otherwise, I'm not really on social media. So, yeah, that's it.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
And Amanda.
Amanda, I was playing Wren the Aasimar Ranger, and you can find me on most social media as Balder Dashing because no one else wanted that name. I do a lot of TikToks, usually in character makeup as various things, and also on Instagram, but that's more just boring workout selfies because that's what I do.
Fair. Good idea. Yeah, okay. And I was your DM. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, CDN Captain America on Twitter. And you can catch me eventually. We'll be starting up the Vancouver by Night Delves into Darkness game again on Saturdays at 3 p.m. PST. And other than that, you can catch me here because I'm going to be putting all kinds of time and everything back into a D&D game once again, and you'll never stop me. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. All right, anyways, let us call this for now. Honestly, I have no idea how to raid, so I'll just let everybody sort of fade out of this part here. We'll put us on hiatus or put us on a, hey, thanks for playing, and then I will talk with Don from Tech and then see if we can sort of figure out a way to dump everybody into another chat. Normally we go to Art Hard Studios, but they're on break. They're having a bit of a COVID issue, so they're on gummy duty tonight. Until that resolves, hopefully by next week, then we can find ourselves another game, possibly 5% slot on No Man, possibly, or Quests and Chaos or something like that. Anyways, we'll pick something, we'll figure something out. Thanks for coming, and we will see you again next week. Hopefully most of the tech stuff may or may not be fixed by 6 p.m. PST on Tuesdays, but that's where you're going to see us next week. Thanks for coming, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Adios.